Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday to everyone popping in today. Welcome to part 2 of Pokemon X Legacy. This is going to be a really big stream. I want to get that out right out the way. Like if you have or if you haven't watched the first part to this stream today is going to be like monumental because now we are past the first badge. We are into, I think, the part of the game where you're going to really start to see and we're really going to feel the changes that we've got so far. The other reason that this is a really big deal is last stream I was actually playing on an old version, and it was version like 3. We're on to like version 4 or something now. And in that version, so the experience share was cut down to only give 50% of what it originally like base did. And we've been experimenting, right? So it was 100, we brought it down to 80% of experience. We brought it all the way down to 50, and I was like, okay, that's too much. The current build is at 65, but yesterday I was playing on that 50% build. And so you saw, if you watched it, even if you didn't, basically, I was struggling quite a bit. And so I've got a fixed run here, a fixed team with better levels. And now we should have a little, the rest of this run will be curving a lot more smoother. The other thing that's really exciting is because I had to catch a new Furfrou. Check this out. This is in a plus attack Furfrou, and even better, it's proud of its power, which means that its highest IV is attack. So this thing is going to be a monster. And the best thing is lower defense is actually fine because we have Fur Coat, which halves damage from physical moves. So I'm very excited about this team of Gumi, Flabebe, Bulbasaur, Azurill, Braixen, and Furfrou. I don't know if this is going to be the team for the entire run, but the exciting thing about X that I really like, that I think makes it unique, is that fact that you don't need to lock in on a team. You can kind of piece things together. Okay, that Pikachu decided it wanted to break my game. Anyway, so with that said, welcome everybody to the stream. Thank you guys for coming out, and I am just excited to have a good time today. Now, I got paralyzed there. I'll go for it. Sorry, I realized I had an Adobe app open. I think that's why that just did that thing. I have a brand new PC, so the PC can handle a 3DS. I just Adobe sometimes takes a lot of resources. I think that's what happened there. So yeah, what's up everybody? We have our first donation coming in from Gemini. Good to see you. Says man, I can never say that word. The prodigal. Actually, I don't know how to say that word. The prodigal son has returned. The prodigal son has returned. Let's cook. And oh my gosh, look at that. We get Psybeam. So already Braixen. Actually no, Braixen is looking the exact same as it always did. It always got that, I think, at 18. Azurill getting early Bubble Beam is kind of exciting. It is obviously a physical attacker, but more damage is more damage. You PC evolved? No, actually, I legitimately grinded my team. So, am I quiet? Because on my end, my volume, like, I actually can't go any louder. Like, I am almost dipping into the red on my microphone right now. I can bring myself a little bit closer, if that makes it a little bit better, but I don't even want to go much closer than that. He's actually louder than usual. Yeah, I'm surprised to hear that. Audio is good. Okay. I'll leave it there. But yeah, guys, hello. Thank you. Happy Friday. Thanks for coming out. All right. Chat is saying we're good. So I'm really excited about running through here because, I mean, this isn't anything new to X and Y, but or Legacy, that is. But Venoshock is available just around the corner, and it's quite good for Bulbasaur. because obviously it's a stat move. So, and look at that, Goomy with a nice little contribution. The little Goomster, the little buddy. So that was the other thing we were talking about, is the starters. The Kanto starters actually come at level 5 now, to just give your main starter a little bit of a true head start, so that they kind of continue to feel like the main starter. That's so rude. I can't believe you do that to such a cute little fella. Yeah, so we got a very low percentage Goomy on the route just next to the Santaloon gym. So it's like route 22. So it's pretty exciting. That's such a funny animation. I think Bulbasaur can still handle this with the acid. Nice job, buddy. And so it's gonna get Veno Shock, which will be a boost in damage as well. Azurill doesn't really need exposure. It kind of just needs levels. Also, the friendship has been made a lot more bearable, I will say. No revives, unfortunately. Poor Goomy. Yeah, so yeah, that's the big thing. Swords Dance is not available from the start and now, and I would hope to show that off at last stream, but I didn't. I was like, oh, that's weird. I guess it hasn't been fixed, and it was like, no, you're just on an old patch. Look at that damage though. That's crazy. Stab, headbutt, raised attack nature, and high attack IV. Oh my gosh, we have Ruben coming through with a 20 bomb. Says, keep up the good work, brother. I appreciate all the work you and the team have been doing. Man, thank you so much. That is... Ah! Oh my gosh. Dude, classic not paying attention moment. Okay, I can get that back. It's fine. It's fine. Here. I gotta act quick though. Do I have a rewind function on this? If not, I can always just Pika Hex it back in. Okay, we'll Pika Hex it back in. I don't have a rewind function. It's okay, Ruben. It's all my fault. I'm just like not paying attention, clicking buttons, because I'm like, damn, this dude just dropped the 20 bomb in here. Keep up the good work. Dude, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Chat, we've already got Deoxys knows what to do, but what we like to do is honor our super chats with some heart emojis in the chat. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, it would be very appreciated. So yeah, I guess like I do kind of want to start the stream off with just kind of opening the floor for questions while we run through this route. We got some significant stuff before Grant. Obviously, Grant is like the big one. Really hoping to make it to Corinna today. But yeah, like gym leaders have been obviously fixed. So the last gym leader we had, I'd actually take Tail Whip over Sand Attack. It's just a little more reliable. So the next move that Braixen learns, normally it was stuck with Ember as a special attacking move all the way to 36. And now it gets Incinerate, which just feels so good on it. Like guys, I'm so excited for you to see Braixen now, because it's always had the potential, but it had such a bad moveset. Yeah, so as someone says in the chat, Viola has had a Dwebble added to her team, which kind of gives... It's nice because it gives Froakie something to do without making Fennekin be able to totally solo the gym. So it's a good balance. Oh my gosh! Congratulations to Proxy for 24 months as a member, 2 full years. And congratulations, because you have just got yourself a very... I gotta center that. I'm sorry. It's gonna look weird in battles, but I gotta center that. Anyway, congratulations, Proxy. I think that's a GS ball you've got there. That's very exciting. It looks to me like it's a GS ball. It's one I don't see very often. There is a 36-month one, and it's the legacy Pokeball. It's a custom one we had made. But yeah. As I'm your release is as I'm rediscovering the franchise. Yeah. It's fun for me too, because X and Y was the game that I came back to the series on. Yeah, never mind. I go upstairs later. X and Y is the game I discovered the series on, rediscovered the series, and I was like, oh, I don't think I like Pokemon anymore, and I never finished it. And then Sun and Moon came out, and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. Like, that looks like a different take on Pokemon with the trials and all that. So I was like, okay, I'll give it another shot. And Sun and Moon got me back into it. So then, how do you get in here? Sword and Shield came out, and I was like, okay, I'm in, you know. And I actually made videos on Sword and Shield on my main channel, which is the SmithPlays. I actually have a bunch of Sword and Shield videos on that channel. Couple banger videos on that channel, actually, that have a ton of views. So I think this is as simple as just making her stand right here, right? I think this is it. And then I come from this side. Yeah, nice. Yes, I know. And then it's just... There we go. Wouldn't you just make Froakie more OP if you had Dwebble? I mean, there's a lot of factors, right? Generally, the thing is the game has gotten harder, and Froakie didn't get any buffs. So other Pokemon, like Fennekin, needed to come up. And so I find more, it's like, Froakie actually isn't as dominant as it used to be because the game is harder, right? The reason that Froakie is so good is you can just over level it and like surf spam basically. But with a harder game, that's no longer as viable. So, you know, you're not hitting all those thresholds that Greninja once was. And so thus the game, you know, Froakie isn't as dominant, even though it's still a very good Pokemon. Yeah, great question though. As I said, guys, this is a really, really exciting stream. So if you're in here already, welcome. It's gonna be a great one. I'm so excited for Grant. I'm so excited to show you this with the correct level curve. I think you'll see like things are balanced in a really good way now. We're not totally locked in on 65, but tried 80% experience from the EXP share, tried 50. 65 is seeming to be the range. Like within 60 to 70 is definitely going to be it. All right. Now. Happy Friday, my dudes. Nothing like a Diet Coke to celebrate the weekend, am I right? It is a nice scene. I'll never want to forget this. Aw, an album in my heart. That is cute. Does Delphox learn the move Hex in this ROM hack to help synergize with Will-O-Wisp, since it's a witch? That's a great question. Specifically, I don't know, but I can check. So, updates for Fennekin, for Delphox. I don't think... Yes, it has been given Hex. So, Gemini, first of all, well done, because that's some playtester energy right there. You're cooking yourself. But yes, yeah. So, as you can see, like, I need to preface again. A lot of this was done as I was working on the Fire Emblem ROM hack, but obviously, like, the team that has worked on the last 3 ROM hacks have done a lot of like the initial sort of stuff. So like, there's a lot of people that know exactly how a legacy ROM hack is made. So a lot of this stuff, like, I want to give people the credit that deserve it. Like, you know, that wasn't a me ad, but the team knows what goes into a legacy game now. So, and obviously, you know, I'm so happy to see that you get it too. Oh, what's up, Reggie? I didn't send a message to the playtester chat letting people know I was streaming. So that's my bad, actually. I'm sorry. I do want to let you guys know when I'm streaming, and I totally forgot. I was too busy making sure that I didn't have stream issues this time. And we're good. There's no black bars. Excuse me. All right, so that's that section of the game done. Now, we are heading back this way rather than the main path because we want to pick up Vino Shock. Do I get healed? Oh, that's too bad. Since it's Friday, I have a gift for you, for y'all. All right. Listen, there's people on the Legacy team in this chat right now. You can thank them. Reggie, Minchilla. I think there's some more people here. Oh, it'd be fun to do a witch theme team, or like a spooky. Delphox, Gorgeist, Meowstick. I love that. You'd have to probably go Trevenant too. Oh, you could do Age of Slash? Your channel is one of about 3 that I have notifications on for. That means a lot. Thank you. Nothing else I watch on YouTube is as important as legacy Pokemon games. Heck yeah. Well, I hope that I hope you've been enjoying like the content we've been doing lately. Like this last year, 2025, I wanted to kind of like up the content game. So doing like bigger deep dives into stuff. Yeah, as Minchilla says, Venoshock right here with an Oddish encounter and a Leaf Stone not far away. Yeah, a lot of tools, which is fun. Okay, I wasn't sure, but I had a suspicion. Ruben dropping the gifts. 5 memberships, man. Thank you so much. That's so awesome. I always say how much I love the gifting, just because it's like it's so community focused, right? Chat, let's show this man some more love. Let's show this man some heart emojis. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Oh no, I shouldn't have got into this. All right. Breakson can do this. Now, I'm not going to go on the left side of this path. There is no good to be had. There's a double battle with 2 Furfroos, and they're monstrous because they both have headbutt. So you just get like flinched all over the place. And then Furfrou also has Fur Coat, which just makes it really bulky. So yeah, forgot how good X and Y route design is. Sometimes I think X and Y route design is like very hit or miss. This is a sick route, but then there's like the route after Lumiose on the way to here where it's like, I don't know, that route is a mess. It's like, I don't think it's well laid out, and there's like a lot of side stuff happening that's like not really that important, and it just feels like weird distractions. I guess it's like to use the roller skates. And then you're getting, it's almost really the pacing of the route though, I guess. Because I was gonna say, and then the biggest issue is you're just getting cut off the whole time. That double battle has kicked my ass consistently. Yeah, it's tough. I just avoid it. But I like having the occasional like hard fight. So. Poor Gumi. Needs a level up. Some are good, some feel like a slog. And we're trying to make them so that there's less slogs overall. Now, Venoshock. Very exciting, right? Chat kind of convinced me to go with Bulbasaur, and I'm excited. I've actually never used Bulbasaur in X. I have never chosen in any playthrough ever. So I guess in fairness, this isn't like a totally objective, like, okay, we can see if it's better or not, right? Unfortunately, we have a minus defense Bulbasaur, but it's fine. Natures don't matter. Like, I think my thing is that natures shouldn't matter. Like, unless you're doing a challenge run, you should be able to get by with an unfavorable nature. Venoshock strat for the fairy gym goes burr. Do sleep and Venoshock work together? Or is it only if you're poisoned? Is it like it's not like every status, right? There we go. Not gonna go with Snorlax. Yeah, it's poisoned. That obviously makes way more sense. There's so many things. It's impossible to remember everything with Pokemon, man. It's not like Hex. Yeah. But yeah, it is crazy that Delphox didn't get Hex. Like, what? Bulbasaur is really good for staying alive, and it's really helpful for the space between the first and second gym. Oh, there's no doubting that it's good. It's just stats alone, it's gonna be good. But yeah, Snorlax with 1 badge is criminal. So I'm actually working on a playthrough right now. See, this is my issue with this whole section. I like Parfum Palace, but this is just like interruption after interruption. And unfortunately, with the way that, like, basically, we can't change nearly as much as we could in previous generations. So anything past generation 3, you don't have like a fully disassembled code that you can go in and add events and all that stuff. Said it a bunch. You just can't do as much with anything past this, unfortunately. So, you know, a lot of it is core. A lot of it is very like core legacy stuff. Now, one thing I've actually I've been surprised at how often I've seen this is people saying, are you going to add the Auras Megas? And I think that's kind of an insulting question, because it's like, man, what about the Kalos Megas that had no representation, you know? Like, I think people are like, oh, well, are you gonna add those? And it's like, dude, the game didn't even have Kalos Megas. There's like, what, 3 Megas you fight all game and 1 is a tutorial fight? You know, it's like, what about the other guys? It's like, I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Like, we want to focus on the main ones first, right? And I think that is something that's, it kind of surprises me. A lot of people ask questions that it's like, man, I think you just see that we're making a ROM hack in general and like don't actually, like, obviously it's a small minority, but I'm always surprised by the amount of people that are like, oh, you're making a ROM hack. Can you do the thing that I want? And it's like, you know, like what the purpose of this is, right? Should have given the Smeargle's Dark Void. You're right. We're fools. Man, I haven't played Sun and Moon in so long. I kind of want to give it, like, it's like, man, stop. So like Battle Maison, we gotta, or Battle Chateau, we gotta, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God. The NPC designs are great. I agree. Music's also great. I mean, when does Pokemon's music miss, honestly, though? Dude, I love that Pika. All right, we'll hit Roselia. Oh, that Roselia's done for. I've never played the Ultras. It's just one of those like second editions, further editions I just never bothered with. Which is kind of crazy because I am a Pokemon YouTuber, but I agree. Like, I think Sun and Moon are really fun. I know it's frustrating, but just as a general vibe, it's a good time. Gemini again, guys. Can we get some heart emojis in the chat for Gemini? You got to control the controllable when making ROM hacks. Deal with the cards that are only in front of you, and that's exactly it. Like, we only have so much that we can do with what we've been given, and what we have access to. But again, I think that like X and Y as a base game is extremely frustrating, and already it now feels like, damn, okay, this game had so much potential, and I think we're realizing that. Yeah, I've not played the Ultras, but I know them quite well. I know that they're like insanely hard. Like, the coverage on some of those teams are crazy. Damn. Well, I'm probably dead. On the off chance I get a... Understandable. That Corphish is better than Serena's whole team. Oh, wow. This is a crazy battle, man. Okay, so Furfru doesn't have oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna need to charm here. Y Legacy will exist too. I just am playing X because it's the main title, the first title. You can do both. You can do whichever one you want. You'll be able to do Y as well. And it'll have minimal changes, right? Like, obviously the main thing is a different legendary. Oh my god, this thing has Hyper Cutter. Okay, thank god for Frogadier. Do I have a... Oh my god, man. So the issue is that Furfru has no moves. All right, Frogadier. This is all you, buddy. Nice job, Azurill. You're cooking. Not the Azurill. Oh, it holds on. Guys, I can't let it die because it's a friendship evolution. Okay. I guess it's Flabebe. Yeah, and I know me not going to a Pokemon Center is hurting me. It's just like because we're streaming, trying to go faster. But I know, like, Frogadier is gonna get this, even with a Magical Leaf. Oh, you fool. Woo! Okay, Flabebe. Nice job, Frogadier. Yeah, and as I was saying, like, I don't want you guys to get the idea that, like, Frogadier is now bad. It's just that it's no longer, like, the absolute, always best Pokemon. Everything else has kind of come closer to it. Oh, I don't have Frogadier. That's... Serena? I actually don't know who my teammate is in this fight, because it's Tierno, Serena, and Shauna. I just don't know who's who. I don't think it's Serena, right? Because I think Serena has a chestnut. Doesn't Serena get the starter that you're good against? Or does Serena get the one that is good against you? Chat will know. Oh, okay, I do have Serena. Oh, it's not even Shauna, my bad. Poor Trevor. Yeah, it makes sense that Shauna gets the weaker starter. I was just like, in my head, I'm like, why would Serena not get the stronger starter? She's like the main rival. I think the starters have said that Delphox is now the best starter, actually. It should be. Like, it has the best matchups. It just never had the moves to take advantage of its matchups. Ivysaur! It's kind of hype that, like, it's a poison type. Because fairies. The only Auras Megas I could maybe see an argument other than the Hoenn starters to match Blaziken for endgame. With the Lotties being in the OG code, any plan for them? I don't know if we've gotten yet, Jason. I agree though. Like the megas that are already in the code, that's what you want to focus on, right? From a game design standpoint. I was like, that's what you want to focus on, obviously. I'm trying to think of the Lotties. Like, I mean, that would obviously not make, you know, not just gonna pick up a Lottie, and we can't do like events, right? We can't program in events, so a lot of that is kind of outside the scope for sure. Now I know Blaziken is in the code already, and I don't know if we had a plan for Blaziken. Latias and Latios were programmed in. Okay, so yeah, Reggie says currently Blaziken and Lotties might be Battle Maison rewards, but we're not that far into it yet. They're not in the Kalos Pokedex anyway, so they're not a priority. Yeah. So, you know, again, it's one of those things of like, we're trying to lock in on the most important stuff right now, and that's kind of like post-game stuff, you know? And I think an issue like we saw in reception with Emerald is that like the post-game of Emerald Legacy is so damn good. Like, the team cooked so hard on it, but because it's post-game, a lot of people didn't get to that, and they're like, well, Emerald's not really that changed. And it's like, yeah, but that's because you didn't play the post-game. So, you know, we really, the main thing we want to lock in on is obviously the main game. Anyway, chat's doing good with the heart emojis now, but let's show Jason some love, guys. Also, nice Ultra Ball, my pal. Maybe give Blaziken. The thing is, like, I actually would like it if Lysander didn't have a Mega Gyarados, but that's so tied to his identity that it would be too far of a change, you know? That would be like removing Archie's Sharpedo. You know, it's just, it's unfortunately too much. Oh, nice matchup here for us. Kind of. God, dude, I love this line. I don't know if I've mentioned that. I think I'm in the minority, but the Fennekin line is like one of my favorite starters. Could you at least make El's Gyarados red to match his aesthetic? Now that's an idea. Yeah, Delphox is just like so sick. I just like the witch vibe is so cool to me. I love it. Oh, listen, I like Chespin too. I always like gas up Chespin in videos. Lol. But yeah, I feel like even this far into the stream today, guys, like, you just feel things flowing real smoothly, you know? Like, it feels good. Am I going the right way? I always get confused at this section. Such a fun looking background. It's like a painting. I feel like I'm in like Super Mario 64. Malva should have Houndoom. Why are they working together? Oh, if only I had a multi-hit move. They're like, we put aside our differences, and now we're gonna beat your ass. I'm a water type stan, and I remember giving Delphox a chance and never looked back. I love to see that. It's sick. Delphox is so sick, and like, it matches up crazy to this region. Like, you've got Bug into, I mean, unfortunately, Rock into fighting, but then Grass. Oh no, but Psychic for fighting. Excuse me, and then Grass, and then Electric is neutral, and then Fairy you resist, and then Psychic you resist, and then Ice. Pancham is a dark type, right? It's not just a evolution thing. It's all those little things I forget. It's just hard to keep track of 8 million things, you know? Anyway, thank you, Gemini, for the dono. Really appreciate it, man. So, it's only dark after evolving. Okay. And see, it's like I kind of like have it in my head, but it's just hard. It's so much to keep track of. So yeah, Malva. I feel like there were two Pokemon we considered. Or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong E4 member. There were two very obvious answers for Malva. Obviously, one was Houndoom. Was there another one we were considering? Oh, wow. Oh, Megazard was the other one. That was the other one we considered. I think I cut out there for a sec, but we should be back. Anyway, obviously, though, Houndoom is the more correct choice. Yeah, Go-Goat's gotten some buffs for sure. What are we in, like, grassy terrain right now? Yeah, Seabold though. That's like a what do you give Seabold, you know? I can't let Gumi die again. I think it will. Yeah, no, I think it was Wickstrom that was the more like not obvious answer, because obviously now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, yeah, I guess there's consideration for Malva, but it's got to be obviously the Houndoom. But yeah, maybe it was. I'm trying to think who it was. I guess it was not Seabold, Wickstrom, because it could be Caesar. What was there another option? Seabold equals big man Blastoise. Am I going the right way? Oh, it's an Inkay. So yeah, I'll have to put the pick my PC up and flip it. Okay, I am going the right way. Why am I doubting myself so hard? I don't know, like that road feels disjointed. It's like a little bit of grass and it's a little bit of mud, and it doesn't feel like obvious where you should be going. That is a route to me that is not well designed. Where's Rock Smash before I go any further? Is it in the museum? I'm so bummed that Malamar doesn't turn upside down. I'm sure they experimented with that. Lady in the south of town. There is, oh, it's the rod. Yeah. And then... No, this isn't, it's not here. My bad, my bad. She's like, in front of the museum. What's your favorite Gen 6 Pokemon? Man, it might be Delphox. It's certainly not Quilladin. Listen, I like Chespin, I like Chestnut. But Quilladin is one awkward middle stager. Thank you for the super chat. I am good to see you back here. I feel like you were here yesterday. Aegislash is obviously peak. I really like Amora and Aurorus. Sumi. I love Goomy. Like, I don't even really like Goodra, but I love Goomy. Dragalge's cool. Very cool design. Yveltal. Yeah, actually, I really like both of these starters. And I like that Kalos has like a very small number of starters, or of legendaries. I think Gen 5 got a little too carried away, and I will say I think Gen 5 kind of like lowered the value and like sort of reputation of legendaries just a little bit, but I feel it. Like when I look at the Gen 5 legends, I'm like, okay. Not all of them. It's just there's too many that aren't like exceptional. My favorite Gen 6 Mon is Meowstic. Hey, Super Zach. I actually did not know that. Also, Zach with the GS ball. It's cool that we're seeing some GS ball people in here now. So I think 6 months is Master Ball. 12 months is Luxury Ball. And then 24 months is GS Ball. See, I'm not a fan of the Musketeer Legends. I'm also not a fan of Volcanion. That's not a real Pokemon. I don't think that exists. I think it's a Mandela effect that everyone thinks it's a real Pokemon, but is actually a Digimon. It's not real. Oh, Sandile is here now. Right, yeah. Yeah. Obviously, a very good Pokemon. Volcanion is a waste of a dex entry. But yeah, like look at the Gen 1 legends, and then look at like Gen 5, and you're like, I guess they're just making everything a legendary these days, you know? Have we decided what we're doing with Volcanion? I actually don't know if we have an answer to that fella yet. But yeah, having the least amount of legendaries of any game is crazy. Are there only 4? Like the box arts? No, 5 because Zygarde. And then Hoopa and, right? Just 5, so I guess tied, yeah. The Rhyhorn turned against you. Yeah, and then Gen 7. I'm fine with Gen 7 though, because like, Ultra Beasts got their own title. So they feel like kind of removed, where I'm like, yeah, Buzzwole and Guzzlord are ridiculous, but they're not like regular legendaries. Oh, and Diancie. Right, Diancie. Yeah, so we have 6. So 3 and 3. 3 legendaries, 3 mythicals. Listen, by the way, guys, the days of actuallying are over, okay? We're no more actuallying. I'm canceling actuallys. Just so you know. We're done with that in the comment section. All I want to see in the comment section are, hey, great video. Thanks. I'm just kidding. You could be like, hey, what about this? But I don't know what it's been lately, but I've been frustrated by people that are like mad actuallying. Like that is my least favorite thing. Where they're like, actually, you missed this tiny little niche case example. And it's like, dude, the reason we don't, like, you just can't cover all those little things in a video, or the video is, you just make such a boring video where you're like, you know, Gyarados is the best water type, and someone will actually, you would be like, you know, it's like, well, like, I know there's nuance to that, but like, we don't have time to go into the nuance of every single statement and stuff. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Smith already gets enough from me, and it's deserved from Reggie. If we're talking game design and we need to lock in on that, it's fine. I think just it frustrates me when it's like, I'm just saying this to be right because I want to be right. Like, Mawile, what's up, Mawile? I'm a Mawile stan, clearly. I don't think I realized I was a Mawile stan. You give them pizza and still complain about crust. Thanks, Gemini. Oh, or yeah, when someone is correcting you and they're utterly wrong. So what I'll often say in a video is like, Gen 1 Gyarados is crazy because it has 100 special attack. I obviously understand that there was a single special stat in Gen 1. I obviously am aware of that, and some people say, actually, there was only one special stat, so it just has 100 special. I say, my brother in Christ, I'm going to come to your house and fight you. You know what I mean? But you like, obviously, like, for getting through a video, like, I'm trying to be brief, and you know what I mean? So I will say, Gyarados has an effective Gen 1 base stat of, in Gen 1, Gyarados has an effective base stat of 580, right? But it's just like people don't want to, like, I think to me is like that goodwill. It just sometimes isn't there, and it's like, dude, you know that I understand. Anyway, that's just been a random pet peeve of mine lately. I've been feeling quite good about the content. Our last quarter was like, I really wanted to focus on the new game, and it didn't really go as I had hoped. And now I'm sitting here like, okay, let's just get back to like game. Oh no, we dropped for a second there. That's odd. That's weird. Sorry guys, we disconnected there. Anyway, kind of gauging interest if there would be a series on like analyzing every single type. Gonna do another grass video, so we'll at least complete the starter trio, and then I'll kind of see if people like want more of those videos. I'm really excited about them. I think they're a lot of fun. So we'll see. RLPN91 says, thank you for continuing the Legacy series. Man, thank you. There is interest in that. I want that. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. The stream couldn't handle this guy's flair. I love the bit you mentioned in the Zia review where you talked about how Mega Wild comes in and breaks all the rules in the Rogue Battles. Thanks! I'm so proud of that video. Like, that is one of the best videos we've made on the channel. I get that there's just less interest for ZA overall, but that's one of those videos that's like, when you do your absolute best on a project, it's so nice because like you don't have to feel bad that like, the video didn't perform as good enough. Cause it's just like, listen, I'm so proud of that. Like we hired a voice actor for it. Like the whole thing is just like such a good video that it's like, I'm just like so proud that we did that. What if we get Aerodactyl? Or Old Amber? Hearthstone? Oh, if you're having any issues, you might want to try refreshing. Let's try to get Old Amber. I want to run Aerodactyl. Now, importantly, Aerodactyl has been nerfed from getting it at level 20 down to level 5. Because Aerodactyl coming at the same level as the two main fossils was stupid. Right? So now the two worst fossils have an advantage. That said, I am a huge Aerodactyl stan, even if I hate its mega. So I don't even hate its mega because it's not even really like, it's just Aerodactyl with spikes. I hate the mega evolution, I guess is how I would say that. Aerodactyl's busted in every mainline game, TBH. I would say it's not busted in Gen 1 or 2. Boring mega. Team Flare should have always used the Slug Malign. I know, right? It's like, oh my gosh. Wow, a fire Pokemon. I know that Headbutt does more. I don't know. T-Flare with fire types. What is this? Ivysaur's doing good. But again, because it didn't come at level 10, it's just enough behind Delphox that it doesn't feel like it's overshadowing it. Of course, until it gets a mega. Making a difficulty hack, that's not really my wheelhouse, honestly. I feel like you got to be like more of a competitive player to deal with that. I don't think I'm specialized in that enough for that to like go off well. I think the Legacy team can make a pretty good difficulty hack, and actually, for that matter, the like members of the Legacy team have made difficulty hacks, and they are really difficult. But for me specifically, it's not my specialty. A Slugma. Ivysaur's best grass starter. Chat, who's your favorite grass starter? Also, I feel like this section, guys, feels so much better because these fights are significant. Does that make sense? Like, I kind of feel like I should have a Zuralope, but it's so weak, it's gonna die. It doesn't even get stabbed. Anyway, look at that Furfru. Yeah, like before I was talking in the previous stream about how I always hated this section of X and Y because it took so long to get to the next gym. But now that I've actually like Let's nerf this Furfrou. Oof. We just want to drop its defense if we can. Nice. Anyway, now that... Oh my god. Dude, Frogadier is so cracked, man. Anyway, now that these fights are actually, like, significant, it's like, oh, I just wasn't engaged. So, yeah. Ooh, recent years have taught me to respect Chikorita. Yeah, that's a good take. Sceptile or Decidueye myself. It might be Decidueye for me. It might be Meganium. Honestly, this is fine. Frogadier can just carry again. Yeah, isn't that such a nice touch? Like the styled Furfrou. Furfrou really didn't get a lot outside of that, like, cameo of it being, you know. Oh, man. Furfrou Fridays! That's funny. Nah, let's just try. Probably gonna get both of us. Like, why else have different designs for Furfrou? Totally. Totally. Oh, Esper with the fake outs. Man, we're double battling, guys. Whoa. Is Corinna gonna have a Mega Lucario? I guess you're gonna have to keep watching to find out. Okay. You might be dead. Nice. Hey, did you guys know Esper has really poor defenses? Oh, your video on Chikorita, if it had been in Gen 1, got me thinking about which other mons would have performed much better than they did in different games. That was a fun little, like, that was originally an April Fool's video. It was just a little video we did. But yeah, I think it would have been fun to sort of do other similar things. Oh, poor Flabebe. I think the question is gonna be, do I use a Azumarill or Florges? I probably shouldn't go with both. Seeing as Florges really is like a grass, and like it's just so much overlap with two other Pokemon on our team. Okay, buddy, you just gotta hold on. And not flinch. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Razor Wind has been changed so that if you use it, you automatically just lose. To just speed up your run, because obviously you don't know what you're doing. Well, I guess we'll just go for the... We'll just go for it. Let's go! Ivysaur! Yeah, early Furfurus have proven to be a menace. What did you just do? You just swaggered me again? I mean, I'm probably gonna like kill myself. Fair enough. Furfur falls off hard. I wouldn't say hard, but I would expect it to fall off. I mean, the thing is just like return Furfur is never gonna be bad, you know? That was a serious fight. As it should be. You know, again, it's like, oh, Team Flare is actually kind of hard. I didn't go great there, but it worked anyway. Razorwood should be Crush Claw. Listen, I don't want to talk about Razorwood. You know how that move makes me feel. I don't want a Slugma. I want an old Amber. Goo versus Goo. Goomy needs the experience. There you go, buddy. Oh, God. No. Okay, so kind of significant fight here. I'm gonna need to revive Furfru. Super Potion. And I guess... So what that fight was good at was, like, they nerfed Furfru, and then it fell apart. Oh. Oh, hey. Oh, a Woobat. But what if we gave Gyarados Razor Wind? Best Mon, worst move. Perfectly balanced. Guys, actually, our next video is going to be determining the worst Pokemon move of all time. And, it may or may not be a big surprise as to what the worst move is. Sorry, the worst designed move of all time. Because obviously if you say the worst move, it's just like, oh, it's Gen 1 Focus Energy or Splash. But the worst designed move is kind of a more interesting topic. Yeah, right, exactly. Froxy already says Focus Energy. The point is, though, moves that have very bad design. Wait, is there not another fight? That is the main fight. Man, I clearly don't know oh my gosh, I'm so silly. I was like, oh, there's one more fight at the end of this. That is the last fight. Synchronize made the top 5. I'll say that. The top 5 were Synchronize, Triple Kick, Razor Winds, Rage, and the Stockpile Trio. Rototiller. Yeah, that move also made the list. Yeah, Gen 1 Rage just locks in and you can't do anything. And so, like, from a design standpoint, you just remove player agency and, like, can very easily get soft lock. So it's horrible. Mudsport made the list, of course. Guys, yes. We are so close to Grant. And it's a Sandile. Crocodile is very good, if you can imagine. Excuse me. Sorry. I just think it's silly. The second gym. Not a lot of people have correctly guessed what Grant's new Pokemon is. And it's not a Mega Aerodactyl. Worst HM gotta be early Flash. Yeah, Flash, but also Whirlpool. Whirlpool is so bad. 70 accuracy, 15 power, and does a 16 chip damage. Okay, people are saying Binnacle, Carbink, Aggron, Relicanth. Geodude, no one will see that coming. Yeah, he has 2 Geodude and a Rhyhorn. No, I do. I don't know if I need to go here, but I should. Man, I do love Amora. The game said you don't need an Aerodactyl, so yeah. You need, that's too strong. You need Onyx. Now I'll say Grant's new Pokemon is now his lead, okay? And so it was designed to support the rest of his team to sort of deal with one of Grant's biggest issues. There's a hint. Meg Cargo. Okay, actually, before we go any further, I need to... I don't know, can I Pika Hex? I have actually never tried it on the Legacy game. Let's see, does this work? Do I break it? I should probably make a backup just in case. Okay, it does work. Nice. I just need to give Flabébé its magical leaf that I didn't actually teach it. Actually, fun little fact. Let's just look at our IVs. Furfrou. Oh my god, guys, this is legit. Holy shit, dude. Our Furfrou is plus attack nature, 30 IV in attack, and then 2 HP, 18 defense, 19 special attack, 26 special defense, and 12 speed. That is a specimen. Oh my god. The rest of our team, Gumi has a 26 in attack, 22 in speed. That's nice. Flabébé has a 30 in defense and like pretty average across the board. Breakston has a 27 in speed, really bad attack and defense, 2 in attack, 4 in defense, 8 in special attack. And oh my, bro, Azurill has a 31 in attack, 25 HP, 31 defense, 22 special attack, 14 special defense, 31 speed. Top tier Azurill and top tier Furfrou. Oh wait, one sec. I need to export. Curious, just to take a peek at Amora. horrific IVs. They're like all below 10. Oh my god, right, babies always have good IVs. Oh my god, dude, oh, I'm so silly, man. I always forget that. So many numbers. Yeah, sorry. I always forget that. It makes babies so appealing. But yeah, 31 in attack. Still, even the fact, like, I guess it was a 50-50. Wild babies, modded Kalos have at least 2 max IVs. Yeah. Yeah, Azumarill with Waterfall at 21. Crazy. Oh, Mantic! Little cutie. That's a good buddy right there, you know? Did you guys know that manta rays are like one of the 9 animals that pass the mirror test? That they like look in a mirror and they're like that they can recognize that it's them? Excuse me. So that's the other thing, is the gifted Lucario is gonna have all 1s in IVs. And so the reason behind that is that, like, it's good, but it's gonna be on the lower side of good. And if you actually raise up a Riolu, you can get a better one. Because before, I'm pretty sure the Lucario had like really good IVs on top of being a free level 30 Lucario with a Mega Stone. So, nice. Whoa, crazy animation. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Kalos took a page for Fire Emblem for busted trainees. That's funny. That's a really smart change. Yeah, listen, the team's cooking. Harshly lower special defense. That's useful. Me when fish smart. That's why Corita is so willing to give it away. That's so funny. Okay. Full baby is gonna... I don't know. Maybe I should just put... I should be putting my eggs into Ivysaur. It's stronger and higher level. A Japanese scientist recently proved that birds have language like speech. They have full sentences, grammatical patterns and stuff. Whoa. Holy shit. Well, that's not a very good matchup, but I think we should be all right. If this was Gen 1, we'd be super effective, because Poison is super effective against Bug. Oof. All right, well, listen, we tried. Ravens and crows for sure. Right. I like that this like swimmer has a what was once a water Pokemon. Gen 6 random trainers can really mess you up. Yeah, that's a real consistent thing. Oh, this has Bubble Beam. Damn. Wow. Just one Pokemon though, so that's, you know, reasonable. All right, Sillage City. Man, just thinking, can I name every city in Kalos? Dude, I don't even know if I can name every city in Kanto. Okay, so you start in Aquacord, is it? Or is Aquacord the next one? No, it's Aquacord and then... Santaloon. Then Camphrier. Lumiose Camphrier. Ambrit, Sillage. What's after this? Is it Showler? Showler is sorry, Geosenge and then Showler. Then you're back to Lumiose. Then it's Laver, I think. You go up to Laver. And then it's then what the hell is it? Deadenmill? I know eventually it becomes Snowbell. And there's like one in between where you fight Sycamore. Anistar. Is that the one you fight Sycamore in? Deadenmill, I think? Oh gosh, of course it's this guy. Fruit Loops. Oh, okay. Okay, I did better than I thought. So funny seeing them sleeping. Doug Denville, owner of the Denville Dome. Lasagna crab. Aw. I'm not sure what does more damage, truthfully. I kind of think Venoshock will do more damage. I'll try a Vine Whip, but I feel like this is gonna do... It's about the same. Maybe slightly more. Oh, okay, Dwebble. I think we're definitely a little under leveled still, but it's certainly... This is so much better than the last time I played. The big issue right now is that my strongest Pokemon is weak to this gym. Anything significantly different from Amber Town to now? Yeah, this is the big guy right here. This thing has wiped me so many times. Like that's 4 times damage, man. Anyway, really just that the Team Flare fight was quite a bit harder, the double battle. Oh, how could you do that to our little buddy? Forget Aura's Megas. What about adding Aura's Tutors? X and Y already has a few coded in, like the Pledges, Starter Sigs, Mythicals. So that's like the kind of stuff you could change what the move tutor is giving you, but you couldn't like add more, right? Because it's changing like, okay, he's gonna teach you this. That specific move you could change, but you can't like fully program in a whole new like set of code. Does that make sense? Sickle Nickel. Oh, poor Flababy. But anyway, I hope that makes sense. Thank you for the dono. Chat. Dude, Deoxys is crushing it. Rady, thank you. But let's show some heart emojis for our super chatters. So yeah, it's tweakable, but not like, not everything. Please don't go for the kill. Oh, Ivysaur, no. Yeah, I still think we gotta tone down this Relicanth. I need to use the revive to make sure that Bulbasaur gets its experience. I would say like maybe level 20, honestly. It's like if you don't have a grass move, man. I know, like, yeah, someone said like he's a defensive wall, but nice job, Flabebe. Nice job, Ivysaur. Oh, Razor Leaf. There we go. That's big. Yeah, XY NPCs mess you up, man. It's crazy. Okay. Huge level up for the squad. Like, that +1 to like 4 of our Pokemon is like, okay, we're actually feeling all right now. Poor Goomy, man. I'm gonna have to go back to heal. You're like 4 levels below the curve on average. Yeah, I still am a little bit low because this is off of the save where there was less experience. I should be closer, but yeah, still a little underleveled. I do still think, though, that, like, since that is a fully evolved Pokemon, like, Relicanth has more stats than, like, the ace of this gym. And even though this gym almost kind of feels like 2 aces, kind of, because Amora and Tyrant are the same level, like, I do think it kind of pulls back from Grant a little bit when that fight is that hard. Again, you know, it's like, even though it's defensive, like, that's a 4 times super effective move. So just thinking for, like, the average player, you know, it's a lot. But also, I do love how much experience it gives. And it is an iconic fight for sure. We gotta take every fight. Is there someone over here? Oh, there's not even a person over here. Silly me. Yeah, oh, you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it. I just think it needs to be slightly nerfed. Have you considered giving Relicanth Sap Sipper? That would be such a troll. Like the random Heracross in Corinna's gym. Yeah, oh my god. I just finished recording a play. No, wait, this is the optional guy. I just finished recording a playthrough of Emerald. And it's Emerald without, like, it's can you beat Hoenn without Hoenn Pokemon? So building a team up with 3 Kantos and 3 Johtos, and I picked up Heracross for the end. Dude is so filthy in Emerald. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, that's not surprising. Wow, hit 5 times. Gyarados with Volt Absorb. How about Lightning Rod? Stop, bro. Okay, do we risk the sleep here? Dude, I'm getting dusted. I am low level, but yeah, you feeling that minus defense for sure. Definitely good note there, Sickle Nickel. Mega Swampert with Sap Sipper. All right, there we go. Furfru coming in to always save us. Any last hints on Grant's new Mon? Again, like, it was specifically added to help Amora's big issue. Dude, I love max power Furfru. I don't think this thing will fall off. can see Anorith. It provides them with a fighting neutrality with matching that his base mons are both weak to fighting. It's actually a good guess. When adding members to gym teams, did you consider for Viola and Grant to add what would become their later mega for rematches? No, because that's not the most, like, it's more important to make sure that their team is, like, it's more important to make sure it's, like, just first and foremost engaging. If that makes sense. So it's more important to just optimize their teams, basically. So that's like a bigger restriction where you're like, you're focusing on something that's like so down the road. Oh, let's go, Ivysaur. I mean, you can't add rematches, but it's like, you know, battle. Is it Battle Maison? Oh, really exciting, guys. Double Slap has become a fairy move. What if instead of a Mega, you give Seabold Volcanion? Carbink actually evolves into Diancie via a hard rock. Is that so? That's so hype. I know, right? Because you think like, I always think, oh, down to my last 2 potions here. I always think of like Whitney's Clefairy with Double Slap. But now it's, yeah, now it's the vanilla 15 power. I actually didn't realize that. It had to get nerfed because it was too much at 20. Excuse me. Bro, I'm so cooked. All right, we have a chance. That's the thing with Ivysaur. It's always got a way out with sleep. And sleep powder 75 accuracy. So we leech. Okay, now the other video, guys, I'm currently working on. Really, like, this is like a new sort of series I'm thinking for my second channel, is building the strongest team to beat a game. So everyone's always doing challenges, and I'm like, man, how fun would it be instead to be like, what is the absolute strongest team you can come up for a playthrough of whatever? Yeah, and so this Lunatone and Solrock is, I'm pretty sure, is also base. But I kind of got to agree that, like, again, it's kind of outshines him a little bit. Now he's still harder, but like, I think that's the thing with Grant's Gym is that like every fight is quite difficult and always has been. Oh, like Misty. Oh, has that series been done before? Because I hadn't seen it. So for Gen 1, it's like building the strongest team possible. Oh, wow, that was good damage though. Grant doesn't trade pushovers. These guys already had to be nerfed because their movesets are cracked. Yeah, and I mean, I'm obviously a little underleveled. Anyway, so that is kind of that is the series, or not necessarily a series, but a video that I'm doing. I think Mystic Umbreon, I'm thinking they did like just more like theory crafting, right? Or have they done actual videos of that? What does Baby Doll Eyes do? I can't remember what it drops. Is it special? Oh, it just lowers the attack stat. Okay. Let's just bite. Oh my god, this thing is good, man. Oh my god, why did I even bother with Ivysaur? Wow. Priority growl. Yeah. What am I thinking? What's the priority? Fake tears, I think, is what I was maybe thinking it might be. That's the last trainer, right? Anyway, so yeah. Going through the game and just trying to like absolutely dominate it. So in the early game where you can't actually get access to the strongest, oh, there's one more guy. This fight's not as bad though, as I recall. Anyway, in the early game, it's like, okay, well, how do we beat Viridian Forest in the most dominant way possible? And it's like, get a Spearow, right? And just steamroll it with Peck. Because you can do it with like a level 5 Spearow, you know, that's the most way you dominate, like, you know. And then it's like, okay, well, how do you beat, what's the way you destroy Brock? Obviously, Bulbasaur. And so on and on, right? So that was kind of the premise. And I ended up actually going with Mew. Because like my reasoning, sorry, that might be a spoiler, but my reasoning was like, well, if your goal is to become the absolute best trainer possible, you would... and you could get a Mew, you would do anything in you would do anything in your way to get whatever Pokemon you could. So I just went for the early Mew. so anyway, excuse me. Fun kind of concept though. Ugh, I guess Flabebe here. This guy, yeah, this guy used to have an Aerodactyl. His name is Craig. So it's like, well, let's make him cracked for Craig. Oh, and we get outsped. Is Flabebe 19 Evo? Six Gyarados. Easy. That's funny. Of course, 6 different Pokemon. I really want to tell you what the team I built was, but I don't want to spoil it. No. Ivysaur. Come on. Two. Yes. Okay, Ivysaur, you got this. Nice. Any other future videos you're excited about? If people like that video for Gen 1, I'd definitely do it again. The other video I'm excited to do is like beating Gen 1 with only glitch Pokemon. Now, I did a main channel like scripted video, but I want to do it for the playthrough channel where I'm just going through. My only thing is that I've already done that, so I'm not sure if I want to do it again. Wait, is Rock Blast special? I don't think so, right? Dude, I love the way it like puts its head. It's so funny. It's physical, sweet. Okay, that was a crit. I was gonna say, damn. Nice, Azurill. Oh, dear God, Azurill. So I am a little underleveled, huh? It also is tough because, like, okay, baby Pokemon, Flabebe is about as good as the baby Pokemon. Azurill's so cute, though. Can you really blame that little fella? Look at it. Yeah, the only special rock moves I can think of are like Ancient Power and Power gem. All right, Gumi. Show him what you got. Oh, you're so annoying. I hate you so much. Yeah. All right, Gumi. Nice. Nice job. Lowers the speed. It won't be enough, but we just got to hit through this. Alrighty. Ivysaur outspeeds, so. Bro, getting dusted by this gym. No, that's Nosepass's thing, that it's like an electric type. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Can we outspeed? The Kanto matchup. No, Ivysaur. Dusted, crumbled, folded. I don't know if we win this fight, guys. I think we're gonna have to do a flinch maybe. Maybe I should have gone for the defense drop. Okay, flinch. Now we'll go for the defense drop. Sorry, Azurill. I'm so sorry. Oh. I guess I shouldn't even have bothered. We knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I have Psybeam. What am I doing? What am I doing? Like, yeah. Okay, we're good. Dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hiker Bernard is a monster. Okay, we got to go heal, obviously. I don't know. I don't think we're ready for grants. I think the levels that we didn't get are catching up to us. All right. You can evolve Sligoo. Yeah, but it's only level... Wait, what? Yeah, no, it's not a level. All right, chat. So Azurill's friendship is 197. To just speed up, like rather than do the boring grind, I'll just save us time since we're streaming and we want to show off as much as possible. Alrighty. Just restarting my game here. It won't be an Azumarill, but it'll be a Marill. I won't go that far. Like, where is the trainer that will fight me? Fought that girl that runs around, but there's a dude over here I didn't fight. So we'll still get Waterfall because Marill will evolve. It's 220 for the Evo, right? I bribed it, yeah. Oh, this thing probably has like Blizzard. Too bad Razor Leaf is, oh my god, physical. Ivysaur can do it though. Your friendship is built on lies. Toxic friendship. I know. I know. All right, nice job, Ivysaur. Whoa. Whoa, that's a crazy move. I don't know why you'd ever want to use it, but... Sliggoo's all right. Sliggoo is actually not too bad. What are the Evo levels on that line? Level 30 now. I think it used to be 40. So Flabebe is kind of eh, but Floette is better. It's kind of got that Ralts energy going on a bit. What an icon now. After if you played ZA, it's like, oh my god, it's a celebrity. Okay, there we go. The team is a little better now. Excuse me. Marill, let's go. Excuse me. Forces his Pokemon to be happy for his own gain. But you know what? I am still forcing them to be happy. And in fairness, don't we all force people to be, well, maybe not force people to be happy, but we make people happy for our own gain, you know? Like if I do something that makes my partner happy, that makes me happy, you know? I don't know. Did it switch genders? I don't know what gender it was before. I don't remember. Still pretty weak. Yeah, 40 on Sliggoo's insane. Like, what are you thinking? It was a girl before, okay. All right, guys. Trans icon Marill. For real. Oh, if it's a girl, it did not. It only goes female to male. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'm not going back, but how many Oran berries? Okay, I have 5. That's enough. Oops. I meant to give. It's okay, we can always hack in more. Just giving them to our best Pokemon, even if they're weak. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This lead is actually pretty malicious, I won't lie. So, a lot of you did correctly guess what Grant's new lead is. And I'm very proud of you, because I saw so many good answers. So many good answers. Now, Binnacle would be cool, but it would also get one tapped. Right? And we don't need another Pokemon on this team that can get one tapped. So, Grant leads with a Carbink. Now, this thing is bulky as hell. I'm gonna leech it. The thing with this guy is gonna set up Sandstorm. It's gonna set up Reflect, which is so crucial for Amora, who is 4 times weak to fighting moves. So that's the big deal with Carbink. Now we're gonna go for a Venoshock here. Dang, that thing is bulky, man. So honestly, we're probably gonna get past the Reflect because like we actually might wait it out perfectly. It's gonna be another thing. That'd be so funny. This is another Relicanth. This gym does show off a lot of rock Pokemon, which I like. Like, it's got a lot of unique Pokemon on it. This is a really good matchup because it's not that strong against us, and like we are just slowly chipping it down. It will chip you down though, totally. Look at Ivysaur just munching down. Light Clay would be way too much for this point in the game. But yeah, it's a really good lead to set up into Amora. Now I don't think the Reflect is down, but it's mostly down. And I think it should be next turn. It doesn't auto one hit. I use Steelix and use Gyro Ball and it doesn't even do half after Reflect. That's impressive. All right, so Tyrant comes out. If it was Amora, I probably would have stayed. I would have gone out, but I'm gonna stay in and try to leech. Now there is the big Fire Fang. So, dude stays cooking. Now there goes the Reflect. We can bring in Furfrou. And we can go for a Rock Smash, which we should outspeed. Thank God, because this thing loves to flinch. There we go. Another Fire Fang, wow. That's crazy that we're also like physical moves or contact moves are nerfed. Nice, okay. This thing's cooked. And I think I feel like we're doing pretty good in this fight. But half of it is just because I'm like, okay, going into it not as though it's a junior trainer. I'm like, no, this is a gym battle. Like, take it serious, you know? Poor dog's gonna have so much sand in her fur. But it takes out the Tyrants. Hey, Liv.
Hey.
How's it going?
When do you want to order?
I'm ready whenever, if you want to do it.
Do I have to call?
You can do it online or call.
Can you send me the link?
It's, yes.
Thanks. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, you've been doing vegetable fried rice. See ya.
Wait, when are you done?
Probably 15 minutes. Yeah, I do usually do it online. I usually just put my credit card in and you can pay. You can do either one though. Okay. All right. Okay, sounds good. All good. Chat says hi. Chat says hi. The SmithPlays. That's funny. That's a new one. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. High attack. Amora still takes the hit. And all right, Amora. Come on, Meryl. Show us what you can do. Meryl. Yeah, let's go, buddy. All right. Nice. I think that's a really well-designed gym. Yeah, I love Amora. There's Rock Tomb, which is obviously nice. All right. Now, do I need to go? I'm thinking about Aerial Ace. No, this is right. I'm like, am I going there? I'm like, where is the slide? Yeah, woo. Yeah, that fight is really well designed. Definitely not getting restaurant food since I just got groceries today. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we don't have a lot of food, so we are gonna get Chinese tonight. I actually got some pals coming over. We're gonna play Minecraft. Started a server with some of my friends. I'm really excited. I need strength. Clearly. How do I get strength? I'm a General Tao's, General So's chicken. I have strength. Who gives you strength? Damn, strength Meryl. Let's do it. The strength was already inside of you all along. Ah, but water sport, guys. Oh, Grant gives it to you before the gym. I clearly know the ins and outs of X and Y. So my controller is messed up. I can only go up and down on my skates. I've tried recalibrating it and it just doesn't want to go left and right. Anyway. Yeah, Meryl. Sweet. Actually, the video I did, can you beat Hoenn without Hoenn Pokemon? If you're level capping, the only Pokemon you can get before the first gym is Meryl. Because Abra doesn't evolve till 16 and she caps at Roxanne caps at 15. So, I mean, you could get an Abra, and I do, but you can't like actually damage with it. So yeah, it's like, can you do Hoenn with only Hoenn Pokemon? Start with a Meryl. That's the only thing you can get like before Rustboro. Pick up an Abra, and then you can't really. The game doesn't really open up until like Dewford. Obviously, I made the rule of no Gyarados, and I didn't want. And Tentacool is bad. Like Tentacruel is good, but Tentacool has no good moves, so no Tentacool. I do pick up a Geodude though, and I decided on no Zubat because I had previously used a Zubat for another playthrough. I hope Mystical Fire gets a somewhat damage buff. What is up with Mystical Fire? I don't know if this has been implemented yet, but up to 80 from 65, Gemini. So you're once again cooking. That's super fair. I think that's super reasonable. Get the bike. Ah, sorry, guys. It isn't. Okay, yeah. Because, like, Flamethrower is a little more damage with burn chance. But, like, dropping special defense or special attack isn't always insane, you know? Forest Curse for the Delphox line. It's an interesting idea. Bike, 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 bike. Wow. Someone else says it's 75. Can you do platinum with only Sinnoh Pokemon that aren't Staraptor? Yeah, that thing is crazy. Half attack by burning. It's true, but it's a fair trade-off for sure. And the consistency can be really good. Oh. Man, Gen 1 Exeggutor is crazy. Gen 1 Exeggutor has like an effective 580 base stats because it has 125 special, which went on to become its special attack, so that's also its special defense. Burnt eggs. Oh, I forgot about that light screen. I was kind of surprised that that's all it did. Are the megas obtainable before post-game? You got it. I mean, most of them. Like, obviously, you can't get Mega Mewtwo before the post-game. But, like, the ones you would expect, yeah. I need to go buy some items. And actually, I think, I feel like this is actually probably a good point to wrap up, sorry. Because this would be a good point to pick up the following stream. Now, guys, I've kind of got an issue coming up here. I am going in, okay? This is 30-year-old YouTuber moment right here. I'm getting a hair transplant on Tuesday. So I'm gonna be Major Ugly Duckling, and I can't stream for a little bit. I can't really record. I have to take time off to like rest and let it do its thing. So I'm not gonna be able to stream for a little bit, unfortunately. I've never had a shaved head either. Man, you look great. You don't need to, I really appreciate that, but I actually like it's a lot worse than because I have long hair. But it's more than you'd think, and also kind of like thinning a little bit. So it's one of those things that it's like, if I can do it at this age, I was always like, if I can do it, I will. And yeah, it's like a 30, we're going for it. I really appreciate that though. That's such a better response than, holy shit, man, it's about time. So I know it's not horrible, but Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I always really wanted. I was always like very open. Like I'll do it, and I was like, I can do it. Let's take the opportunity. So, yeah, it's really just like the first 2 weeks. Where bike. Yeah. Yeah. And also just, you know, when you're like on camera a lot, it's one of those things. Like, I think if I wasn't a YouTuber, I probably wouldn't be as apt to do it. But yeah, it's just like you're on camera a lot and you see yourself a lot. Yellow bike, by the way. Anyway, so if I go bald, I go bald. Have too much hair anyway, and I respect that. And straight up, like, it's just something that I've always liked my hair, and I want to maintain it. So yeah, and I respect the hell out of the bald. Like, just like screw it. But it's just not me. It's just I'm more insecure than that. So anyway, reject hair, embrace low maintenance, and I respect that. I do respect that, but you'll see me at some point you'll see me bald on camera, and you're gonna be like, all right, I get why that guy doesn't want to be bald. Gemini says, I hope it's possible for Professor Sycamore rematch prior to E4 or post game to obtain the Garchomp 8. I don't know how we've implemented that yet, but we can't implement a rematch system, unfortunately. So yeah. All right, guys. So just a last little peek at the team here. Ivysaur, Floette, Goomy, Furfrou, Meryl, and Braixen. I think that this team could be pretty sick. Like Florges, Venusaur, Goodra, Furfrou, Azumarill, and Delphox. That's a really good squad. I'm proud of this squad. I think this can be an E4 squad. Meryl, I still don't like you though. And we do have fire, water, grass. So that's nice too. The only one I'm not sold on is Florges. I mean, it's really good. And we actually have a pretty nice, like, it's neutral. Oh, it's neutral. Anyway, never mind. That's not what I thought it was, but 3 males and 3 females. True. Oh my God. I didn't even realize that they're like separated. It's like a high school, middle school dance. But I think like once return starts really upping in damage, like right now, Furfrou has 146 friendship. So that's not great. Yeah, that's not really fantastic. Like, Headbutt is doing a lot more. But once our friendship gets really high, return on Furfrou will be crazy. So, Pangoro. I don't hate it, but Gallade over Florges. That is the thing, though, right? Yeah, like, we already have a fairy type, and Florges also kind of acts as a grass type. So, it's a little redundant. It's totally redundant, honestly. So, yeah, I do think that maybe Floette's not going to stay with us. I also just haven't been using Floette, you know? Because, like, I've always just had a better grass answer, and Azumarill's going to be a better fairy answer. 1 slot per generation. Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 666. But Meryl covers 2 generations. Okay, so that's 3. So we need a Gen 4. I don't know. I 1, 2, yeah. have to just like go through the game and see what we get. So yeah, as I was saying, sorry, I got really distracted on the hair, but which I really appreciate, guys. Thanks. When do you think you'll be able to continue with this run? That's the thing, I'm not really sure. But the exciting thing is that the next version, the next time I stream, even if it's in like 2 weeks, it will be an updated version of the game, maybe? I mean, yeah. So you're supposed to rest to just let it like heal. So like I don't really want to be working a whole bunch. Anyway, Hawlucha would be sweet. Yeah, Hawlucha would be good. Crocodile's not a bad one either. All right, guys. Well, yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for coming out. A lot of fun as always. Really excited about this. No video coming out this weekend. So we've got a video coming out the following weekend, and then the one after that. So 2 more videos in January. And I think that's pretty much it. Why was X specifically? You will be able to play both X and Y Legacy. It'll be X and Y. I just do X because it's the more popular game, since it's the first one. Cheers, Soar. By Official Juppy. Just seeing if there's any other questions, but yeah, I think that's it. All right, guys, take care. Oh, and happy weekend.